Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Slayer Talk. My name is Mark. With me as always is my wife Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's
How
up?
much? It's been a good week here. It's October 5th, 1999. Spooky season is upon us, and I'm not just talking about tax time. Australian tax time.
What the fuck?
It's tax time in Australia, everyone, in October.
Why do you know that? Like, what in your life could possibly have prompted you to have this knowledge?
I don't know.
Anyway.
But anyway, we watched an episode of the actual start of the season. The last
Yay.
we had an interstitial, we don't want to release this because of Columbine episode, Earshot, that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the actual season 4 premiere.
What did you think of this episode overall?
I didn't like it.
Me either. It seemed very hokey. I feel like they're losing some of their edge. Not like it was ever edgy,
No.
but there was a certain...
goofiness to it. And yeah, I agree. It's hokey, and hokey is a good word for it. And I just there was a lot of separation, and I mean maybe they're kind of trying to mirror what it's like in college, where people start to go their own way, Fleetwood Mac style, Stevie Nicks, go your own way.
Okay.
Go your own way. You know that one?
Yes.
I think that's the one that was written by Lindsey Buckingham, I think, to say, you fucking leave me or whatever.
I feel like
Or
you have ADHD.
Stevie Nicks wrote that one about Lindsey Buckingham, and then, I don't know, Silver Spring, I know, is by Stevie Nicks against Lindsey Buckingham. I don't know. But anyway.
Trains. What? Anyway.
So anyway, maybe it's trying to mirror that go your own way kind of mentality. But I didn't like it because the show is built on the group.
Yeah.
And we've got no Cordelia, which is upsetting.
Did she even say what was happening, with her character? I don't remember.
No one said anything.
But yeah, she wasn't around. And Buffy and Willow...
Hello.
Willow went to UC Sunnydale, just, I think, to be with Buffy.
Mm-hmm. But now Ozymandias is there, too.
And Oz, yeah. And, it doesn't seem like she's being with Buffy as much.
No, she's hanging around with Ozymandias.
But the episode starts out, and this bugged the shit out of me. The episode starts out with Buffy and Willow sitting in the graveyard talking about how school's going to start, and this vampire fucking comes up out of the grave behind them.
Yeah.
Realizes that they're waiting to kill him because, weapons, and just turns and sneaks away, and they never realize he was there.
Yeah, why not? I thought it was going to be one of those situations where they're talking, he's coming up behind them, and Buffy's going to be casually stakes him or whatever, to indicate that she knew he was there the whole time. But instead, they just get lucky as fuck. They could have easily been killed.
Yeah, they were paying no attention. They weren't even facing the grave. She's like, when is this guy going to rise? Why would you not be looking at his grave if you're waiting for him?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It indicates that Buffy is not as good as she used to be. I don't know what is going on.
She seemed like she was not as good as she used to be. She was getting her ass kicked all over the place.
Yeah, what are they... I don't know what they're doing with this character.
She's supposed to be supernaturally strong so she can fight vampires.
Right.
Does, her emotional state affect her strength? Because, I know she's not okay in the head.
Right.
Why... okay, there were a lot of vampires, but she was only facing the one, really.
Yeah, I know. That's the girl who I thought was going to be around for a while, but I guess not. Doesn't she kill her at the end of this episode?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I thought she was going to be Why were you confused? I thought this vampire was going to be like a threat. You know how they had like the anointed one, the master, and
so you thought she was going to be like the big bad of the season?
Yeah, I thought that's what they were.
The annoying teenage vampire.
I thought that's what they were. I thought that's what they were gearing up for, but instead, this vampire is killed rather easily.
Yeah, but she kicks Buffy's ass a couple times first.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And she could have killed Buffy at least once. Mm-hmm. But she was just like, oh, let's run away instead.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I don't love it. But
they kill, I don't know, newcomer Pedro Pascal. He's in this episode. Some weird guy that she talks to and then gets killed, turned into a vampire, and then gets destroyed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, like I noticed on the opening, there's a lot of like special guest star or whatever. He was one of them. I can't remember the other one, but the one is what was her name? Sunny or something like that, or Sun?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know anybody's name. You know that.
Sunzi. And then the teacher also was listed as special guest star.
Okay. So lots of people that we should know, but I don't really care about.
Well, 2 of the 3 of them are definitely not coming back. Maybe the psychology professor will, but
doubtful. He told her she couldn't stay in his class, so.
No, that's the other one.
Oh.
That was the movies and TV class.
Oh, pop culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of classes that are really popular that you can't get into, and that would definitely be one of them. But
you would think so, yeah. It seems like an easy A.
Yeah, even though he said it was not.
Well, whatever. How hard can it be to watch a commercial and be like, they're trying to sell you soap?
But yeah, so first day of college, Buffy meets her new roommates who...
Why isn't she rooming with Willow?
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense because, I mean, can't you usually like say if you have a friend that you want to share your room with?
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe not at UC Sunnydale, but yes.
I mean, maybe as freshmen they're being forced to like mix it up and meet new people or whatever.
I don't know.
But, I mean, her roommate seems fine. She snores, like, whatever. That's something people deal with.
Right. Is the roommate supposed to be the new Cordelia? She's a big Celine Dion fan. I'll tell you what, if you're making a movie or a TV show, if you want to convey that your character is a dork or is into mom music or whatever, have her have a poster of Celine Dion.
Well, you know what? This show is into Celine Dion. So I don't know if you've noticed that, but they use her music often in their soundtrack.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
All
like
I know
the Arms of the Angel song. Like,
it's not hers.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
The arms of the angel.
It's not Celine
Dion.
Dion.
Away. Who is it then?
It's like Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Something like that.
Never mind. Damn it.
The only Celine Dion songs I know are the Titanic one, the My Heart Will Go On, and then fuck. So Coming Back to Me Now.
Yeah, and the Because You Love Me, I think, is one like it's from the movie Up Close and Personal.
You lost me, kid.
Okay, sorry. Anyway,
go ahead.
Yeah, so she's got her roommate. Like you said, Willow's hanging out with Oz. Xander's not going to school with them. It's really just like Buffy. Like Buffy doesn't really know anybody there. Angel's gone.
Yeah,
and then
Angel's gone to his own show apparently.
Yeah, I think Cordelia went with him.
Yeah.
So, what's up with that?
I don't know.
I guess maybe we should watch and see, but I don't really want to.
Angel?
I'm kind of protesting.
Let's make a new show where we watch Angel.
Because I hate him, then I hate that he left Buffy.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to have a spinoff, but
yeah, so she's having a super sad day where she is like, not class isn't going well. She what happened? She got called on and she I don't remember, but I know she got kicked out of a class she was trying to get into.
Well, she was talking.
Oh, talking,
She was asking one of the other people, hey, can you still get into this class? And that's when the guy called her out.
But I feel like there was another class that she had a bad experience in as well. It was the one she was with Willow in. But
oh, the psychology class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened, but she did. I do remember that was a bad experience too. I just don't remember what happened in that class.
Oh, and they're passing out like flyers about like all this stuff going on campus, and one of the things is free Jello shots for the freshman girls, which I feel like is really, really icky.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Those are the underage girls. Those are the you're 100% not 21 girls.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awful.
Those are the easy to get drunk and have sex with girls.
So Buffy is like feeling bad and she goes to her mom's house and her mom has filled her bedroom with crates of inventory for the like, is it an art place, a museum? I don't know what the fuck
she works for. She's a curator for some museum or something like that.
She kept saying, "I'm sorry, I just didn't think you'd be home so soon. It's still your room." Like, I mean, I see both their points here because like she's literally been gone like a day.
Yeah.
And it's not like her mom was doing anything permanent, so whatever. But I mean, obviously that sucks. And then she goes to talk to Giles.
Yeah, when we first saw, real quick before we get into her talking to Giles, when we first saw the boxes and everything, I thought, oh, she's fucking packing up all her shit. Like, I thought that's what was going on, but yeah, you're right. It was just she used her room as storage.
Yeah. And then she goes to Giles' house, and he's a dick. He some chick is there. They're both in robes. It's kind of icky. And...
Oh, I couldn't resist fucking Old Ripper or whatever while I rolled through town, she says.
But it turns out later, I think he was doing it like as a like push her out of the nest or make her, independent or whatever.
100%. I believe that is the case.
Like, deal with it on your own. Because she's like, I need help. There's this vampire. Because there's a vampire at school. A whole bunch of them. And he's just like, oh, you got this. Chin up. So she tries to deal with the vampire on her own. And as we already alluded to, she got her ass fucking kicked.
Yeah.
She had made one friend. That's what happened in psychology. She made a friend. I think.
Yeah.
I think. But he was her only friend. And he got killed and turned into a vampire. So she sees him wandering around on campus. And,
that's the Pedro Pascal guy.
Yeah. So that's how she finds these other vampires, because her friend has been turned into one.
Yep, that's what goes on. But they find out that what they're doing, what these vampires are doing, is they're staging it. This is so weird too. Like we established at the beginning that Buffy has to quote unquote go undercover again while she's in college, because I guess like it was just sort of known, even though she didn't like directly tell anybody except for her friends, that it was just sort of known that like, oh, there's vampires about and she's the vampire slayer or whatever, right? Like, so I feel almost like the show is telling us, hey, we're changing things a little bit. Like, this got to be a situation where it was like, oh, there are vampires everywhere because the mayor is making the town hospitable for vampires, and there's the Hellmouth and all this shit and everything. And I feel like now they're pulling back a little bit more and saying, like, the vampires are going to be in the shadows a little bit more, and Buffy's going to be in the shadows a little bit more. Like, this is more, kind of like the movie. This is more like an underground fight sort of thing. And they reference the tunnels, which they've talked about before. I guess there's just a labyrinth of tunnels underneath Sunnydale.
Yeah, under the catacombs.
But,
I mean, how many small towns have catacombs and universities? But whatever.
Shit, I don't know. But anyway, so they do mention that. And so the vampires, I guess, in that spirit, also trying to be undercover. The people they take just enough freshmen to feed on during orientation or whatever. And they handwrite notes saying, like, can't take it anymore, leaving school. But it's like, and they steal all their shit. But it's like, when people leave school, when they drop out of school because it's overwhelming or whatever, they go home.
Right.
And their family sees them again. They don't become vampires and they're never seen or heard from again. You would think that a string of more than one, like there had to be at least like 4 or 5 people missing every year at this college. that we're all freshmen would be a pattern that someone would notice.
You would think that was definitely a flaw in their logic.
But apparently no one does notice, oddly enough.
And I think it's kind of fucked that they're stealing all their stuff. Like, are they like homeless vagrants? Like, why do they need to steal everybody's things? Like, they're going through their clothes, they've got their furniture. And where the fuck is this place? She fell through a glass ceiling into their lair. Mm-hmm. What kind of lair has a glass ceiling for vampires?
Well, yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's really fucked up. Like, so their lair is, they mention it in the show because they were like, they're doing research and everything, and Xander's helping out and all that stuff, and it's like, when did these disappearances start? And it was like 1982 or whatever. And he's like, bingo, here's where they are, because this fraternity lost their charter in 1982, and their house has been abandoned ever since. So our house has been abandoned for 17 years.
So those vampires have been doing this for 17 years.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
College housing that's like right by campus has been empty for 17 years. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's where they're staying. So two things. One, what you said. What vampire wants a house that has a fucking sky? What do they call them?
Skylight?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, skylight. And what fraternity has a skylight? What the fuck?
True too. Yeah, you just cannot think too much about these episodes. His microphone just fell in his face.
Oh my god.
Careful there, dear.
Good thing I always have a firm grasp on my microphone.
Oh my god, yeah, that could have really hurt.
Anyway, so yeah, it's really weird and fucked up, but they are the villains of this episode as vampires, and I suppose they're there to kind of establish, hey, there are still vampires around, even though we got rid of the mayor. There are still vampires about, and there's still going to be a problem.
So Buffy's friend had, she saw the note and knew what happened to him. Then she goes to her room and all her shit's gone and there's a note. So, they were a little cocky. They beat her ass. They did not kill her.
No, they thought she was going to run away, I guess.
I don't get it. Oh, really? They thought she was just going to keep running? She's the fucking Slayer.
No,
idiots.
Yeah, they were dumb.
But they took her trunk of weapons, which I think is hysterical, that she's then asking, Willow, go get my weapons for me. Seriously, you're Buffy. Mm-hmm. You don't need your weapons, which we find out when she falls through the skylight into the lair of vampires and has to fight them with her bare hands.
Yeah, it's a really weird situation where it's almost like the show is restarting. I know they're going to college and everything, but they really portray it as if she's not quite sure of herself. She's still getting her feet under her, she just became the Slayer or whatever, and it feels like it ignores the 3 years of experience that she has built up to this point. I really feel like the character, as written, as portrayed, would be way more competent than what she's portrayed in this episode.
Can I just, and maybe this is a terrible thing to say, but I really think it's fucked up that she's even going to college, because she's the Slayer. Probably not going to live that long. Yeah, seems like a waste of time.
You're wasting your time. Yeah, exactly. Why stay in class still? Fucking, I don't know, do something. Get a job.
Go have fun. Yeah. And Xander didn't go to college. He went on a road trip for the summer, he said.
He went as far as Oxnard, anyway.
Because she ran into him at the what's it called? The club.
The Bronze.
The Bronze. That's another thing. She was feeling so homesick and stuff that she goes to the Bronze by herself, hanging out where a bunch of teenagers are hanging out. Mm-hmm. Sadness. Buffy, come on. And then Xander's there. So, they're both kind of pathetic.
Yeah, exactly. It was so funny. I thought when she first walked in there, because I don't know if they did an establishing shot that it was the Bronze, but when she first walked in there, because I'm pretty sure it cuts to the singing and everything, because there's always a band playing there. And then she walks in and everything. When she first got there, I was like, are you fucking telling me that this college has a bar that's exactly like the Bronze back by her high school in Sunnydale? What is this, the Brass?
Right. But no. She's just crashing the high school hangout.
And so Xander, by the way. Mm-hmm. Is he trolling for high school chicks? What's going on?
Maybe.
He does say, like, sometimes late at night I think about what's Buffy wearing.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Yeah.
She's like, don't tell me that.
It was on the heels of him saying that, like that she's his hero.
Yeah, that was really sweet because she's feeling like really bad about herself. And he's like, sometimes I think to myself, when I'm scared, what would Buffy do?
Yeah.
And that's what I do. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, but she does end up victorious in the end.
Of course.
The only other thing really, like, of note that I can think of that happened is there's a brand new opening. Mm-hmm. And in the opening, I feel like I saw the one chick that was like the scorned woman wishmaster person whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, she was hanging out at the end of last season, like trying to get Xander to take her to the prom or whatever.
Yeah.
Did she go with him? I don't remember.
Yeah, they went to the prom together.
Yeah, what the fuck is her name?
I don't know. She was on 90210 as well.
Yeah.
But, and also that blonde vampire. The blonde boy. The one.
Spike.
Yeah, the one
with Drusilla.
Drusilla, yeah. I didn't see her, but I saw him.
Yeah, so
I think it was fast, but
so maybe he'll be coming back. That'd be interesting.
I hope something interesting happens.
Well, I mean, this is only the first episode of the season, so we can't take it, we can't worry too much.
I guess the first episode of season 3, Anne, was like not great either.
Yeah.
Or that was season 2, whatever episode that was.
I think that was season 2. I don't know.
Where it began with her having run away to become Anne.
Well, wait, was that before or after she slept with Angel?
That was after she slept with Angel.
So that would have been the beginning of season 3, because she slept with Angel in season 2.
Yeah, she ran away because, Angel became a demon or whatever.
Yeah. Wow, this show goes all over the place.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much all that happens in the episode. There's not a ton happens, really, and we get a lot of mopiness. I hope from this point on there's more of at least the trio. I mean, Oz can join too, but, like, without Cordelia, it's, I don't know, it kind of sucks. And not that the show sucks without Cordelia. I'm just saying it kind of sucks we don't have a Cordelia around, because I feel like we need that character.
A point of view character.
Well, yeah, partially a point of view character, an attractive character. I mean, there are other, like, Buffy's attractive too.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But, like, just, I don't know.
You just miss looking at Cordelia, basically.
Oh, come on.
She's very
She
pretty.
won't let me watch Angel.
You can watch Angel. I'm not stopping you.
It was on right after Buffy, Jesus. But anyway, anyway, I think it misses that character, right? But I hope that they at least have the 3 main characters, and Giles too. Mm-hmm. Giles was also, like, pretty much absent for this episode.
He was there.
A little bit.
He even showed up at the end. He was like, "I changed my mind.
He had 2 scenes.
I couldn't just leave you to it. I'll help you, Buffy."
Yeah, that's and it was already all done.
Yeah.
That's why I think you're right that he was trying to do some tough love kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have a watcher anymore. Technically, she's rejected the council, all that stuff.
And she's lived longer than anyone ever expected her to. Yeah. So, they don't know what to do with an adult Slayer.
Right. Yeah, they're used to bossing around kids.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can find their own freshman stuff to steal.
You can write us at latefee1994@aol.com. Mm-hmm. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.